In today's video, I'll be spending 50 days in a mushroom-only world. Since this world is only a mushroom biome, the only animals I will actually be seeing are the mushroom cows. No villages, no trees, nothing like that. So yeah, with these 50 days, it'll be very different from your normal, average, standard Minecraft world. But that is a part of the challenge. So with that being said, let's get right to the 50 days. Day one, I spawned in on top of a mushroom. I guess I wasn't sure what I was expecting, but that's just what happened. And I decided to go in creative mode. I wanted to get 2 villagers and as well as a tree just to start off. This is my rules, all right? So, I also gave them name tags so they didn't despawn. I wasn't sure if they would or not, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Joe and Mama. Okay. And then I threw the stuff in the ocean, and I swapped it back to survival, and that's how it would stay for the rest of the time. I then punched down the tree, obviously, and, made the crafting table, made the wooden pickaxe, and got some stone. Once I got a little bit of stone, I made my pickaxe, and as well as I got the sapling, I was going to need to just keep planting these around if I wanted to maintain my tree farm here, and I started punching down some cows. I needed some food, so that's kind of what I had to do. And I made a furnace. And then as quickly as I could, try to find some sugarcane. Obviously, it's beneficial to have a sugarcane farm as fast as you can. That's not a word, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I got that. I got some coal. Went mining a little bit. Got iron, and I ended up getting out of the cave with 27 things of iron. So I think that was pretty successful first day. At the start of day 2, I started smelting my iron. I think this is pretty self-explanatory. I got an iron pickaxe, an iron shield, as well as a sword. I'm not sure if people prefer the sword or the axe. I know the axe does a little more damage, but the sword's faster. I don't know. I still go with the sword because I'm a normie, but, it's just the way of the world. Let me play the game, all right? Just give me a break. After I got my iron gear here or whatever, I went back down to the cave to get some more iron. I wanted to, of course, get fully set up with an iron armor set, so that was nice. And guess what? I found my first diamond, which was only one, which kind of sucks, but, I can't complain about a diamond. And then I found another diamond and another one. I got 3 in total this whole day. But that was about it, though. If we're being honest, I kept mining, but couldn't find anything else. But yeah, I can't complain about 3. That was day 2. Day 3, I decided to craft myself the diamond pickaxe with the diamonds I got the day previously, and I went for some obsidian. I wanted to get the nether portal. And this would probably be the most important part because there's infinite trees pretty much in the nether, so that was perfect. So I lit the nether portal, and then I also crafted myself some armor because I was going to need it. This was on hard mode, by the way, so was the last 100 days was on just normal. So this will be on hard mode, so a little more challenging. Which will definitely become more relevant later, but, yeah, I was pretty much good to go. I then spawned into the nether. It actually wasn't that bad of a spawn, but the first thing that happened is I got jumped by, a piglin, so that was interesting. It's pretty easy to take them out, but I got down to 3.5 hearts, so, I had to be a little bit more careful, but, that was my introduction to the nether. Pretty close to where my nether portal was, there was like a red forest. I'm not really quite sure what the actual specific name is for it, but I had to fight like a pig or whatever. But my main thing is I wanted to get wood here, and while I was getting crafting it, I got jumped by a bunch of these piglin things again. I got down to 1 heart. I pretty much panicked and I fell to my death. I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad this wasn't on hardcore. But I went back to, where I died and got my stuff, which was, fine, which I didn't have any problems with, but, yeah. While I was getting the loot, it wasn't a big deal, but I did get jumped by more of these pig things. I killed the child as well, so that was funny. And I also got some glowstone. I really wanted to place this around the base. I thought it would look kind of cool, and, got some more wood, and decided to head back. I then spent the rest of the day just kind of building out my eventual little base deal. This is where I would stay the whole 50 days. So I was working on it, working on the walls and a little bit of the floor. So that was pretty much the rest of the day. Day 5, I kind of picked up where I started from the end of day 4. But I didn't have enough materials, so I had to go back, had to get more stuff that I needed for the building. I was going to need a lot for this, but it would end up being worth it, so it was fine with me. I also got some sand. I wanted to get glass because I wanted to have glass around the building, so that was something I, went for or whatever. Put it in the furnace, let it smelt, and went back again to the same forest. Now, fortunately, this is very close to my base, or my nether portal, so it was fine. And I ended up getting quite a lot of wood out of it, so pretty good stuff. Day 6, I started working on the roof. This was just gonna be like a triangle shape, nothing fancy or whatever. Fortunately, I did have a lot of planks or logs or whatever, but I was gonna need a lot more to be able to finish it. So that would have to wait a couple days. But I decided to go mining. I got a little bit of iron, and I dug straight down and found diamonds. I'm not sure how. So that was kind of cool. That was about it. I only got 2, but yeah, it's better than nothing. And just came up, and by the time I got up, it was already day 7. I then collected some sand and smelted it down into glass, and then I also used the diamonds that I got previously to make a diamond sword. I then went back to the nether to get some more logs and stuff, and then continued on making the roof for the rest of the night. Day 8, I continued to work on the roof, but I still didn't have enough, but that was okay for now. And then I also decided to use like the feature or whatever, where you can use the axe to turn it into like stripped wood, and I think that looked a lot better. Some I would just leave plain, but most of the exterior of the house would just be stripped logs. I think it looked better, and yeah. I then went back to the nether to get some more wood. I would just be using this to finish off finally the roof. So this was finally done, and I also wanted to make a little I wanted to carve a little pathway. I would end up using the same kind of like method throughout the entire 50 days, but I would be using glowstone and just the nether wood. I'm not sure what exactly it's called, the crimson planks. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I would do that, and I also surrounded it with my around my nether portal. I thought it just looked kind of cool. This might not be like the best design, but whatever. I think it looks decent, and that was pretty much the rest of the day. Day 9, I made a little pen. I wanted to use this for like the mushroom cows to like put them in one area, make a little farm. But it didn't work because there was no wheat seeds or anything anywhere. So it was pretty much a waste of time. It would just stay there for the whole 50 days, but I would never use it, so it was just there now. Day 10, I went back to the mine shaft, and this was my sole reason was to get cobwebs. Now, since there were no sheep, I couldn't make beds, like, from actual just normal sheep, which would be a lot faster, but, yeah, I couldn't do it. So I had to go to the mine shaft and get cobwebs. I just had to turn that into wool, which would work, but, I was there for quite a while to actually get what I needed. I also got some diamonds, just stuff on the side here, but pretty much the whole day was spent just getting as much stuff as I could. And I actually, I actually did pick up quite a few diamonds. So it was a pretty successful day. Day 11, I continued to get as much, like, cobwebs as I could, but I did have to worry about cave spiders. Now, these are, like, the poisonous ones, and it was kind of hectic, and I fell into this, like, skeleton spawner, and I was on such low HP. This was like the worst mistake. I didn't die, which was, fortunately I didn't die, which was, the main reason. I'm not trying to die in the middle of nowhere. So I fortunately was able to kill him, but I was left on a heart and a half. So it wasn't worth it. Like, the loot was not good at all, but it's whatever. I also found a zombie spawner, and fortunately I got a potato. Like, one of the zombies dropped a potato, and this would be super important for later. I would make my entire farm out of just this one potato. So yeah, I didn't really know it was gonna be that important, but once I realized I actually had it, this was pretty much changed the entire pretty much playthrough for me. I then got back to my base at about day 12 and 22 beds. It's pretty good, honestly. I thought I'd get a lot less, but I did get quite a lot, so that was decent. I started placing them, just one gap in between, so I'd have room to put like the stuff you actually need for them to get their jobs, if that makes sense. And then I also made a diamond shovel, just because I had the diamonds for it. And then I also started making my farm, so that was something that was the plan, I guess. I then went to the nether to get some bone blocks from the Soul Sand Valley or whatever. I think that's what it's called. And I ended up in a bastion. It was pretty close to where I had my nether portal. And I made a huge mistake. I just ran straight through, which I thought they would be okay with because I didn't, hit them or anything. But unfortunately, yeah, I died. Yeah, I died. This would end up being a big problem, like, later, and just kind of the whole time, just coming back to this bastion. I'm not sure why. It's a big mistake coming back here, but, that's just how it is. I got my stuff back, and, I had to, heal, get my food back, or my health back. So, yeah, I just hit the piglin brute until he was done, and then try to get the rest of my loot back. I went deeper into the Bastion to see if I could get some more of my loot back, but I died again. So I had to go all the way back to where the Bastion was, and fortunately, I did not die this time. I just narrowly avoided death. So that was decent. I made, that's that's some progress. I then killed the piglins that were just, the one that were chasing me or whatever, and then I got 2 ancient debris out of the chest, which was actually, I mean, it's pretty solid. I got, as well as a block of iron, so it's actually pretty good. Usually I don't really get anything great from here, but it was a good change to find something actually decent. I then went further into the Bastion. This is a pretty big Bastion, I guess, but I feel like this is the standard size for, I'm not sure what kind of Bastion. There's multiple kinds of it, but anyways, I was getting chased down by these with the brutes, yeah, and I got killed, which definitely sucked. But this time I decided I'm gonna make some armor because it'd just be a little safer. Headed over back to the Bastion and try to get my stuff back. I continued to go into the Bastion to retrieve some of my loot back. I got it stolen from some piglins. I don't know if they could wear it, but I guess that's something they can do. I got trapped in this little area, but I had this little vantage point where I could still take them out while I was like trapped. I had to like dig my way out though without a pickaxe. It was kind of weird, but I was able to take them out, so that was I didn't have to worry about dying or whatever. I was pretty much safe and I could easily take them out. My main goal is to reach like the bottom middle part where all the gold is. But I eventually did reach there. As you can see, I took quite a bit of health. I had to fight these big slime things, but I got a ton of good stuff. I got 3 diamonds, a diamond sword with Unbreaking 1, which isn't that good, but yeah, I can't complain. And more ancient debris. This would put my total up to 5 ancient debris, which meant I could get another right item, whatever I choose, which I end up choosing the pickaxe. But that's just that. And I got 22 in total gold blocks, so that would be a ton that I could trade with the piglins for. And yeah, as I was trying to make my way back up to the top, I got jumped by a piglin again, so that kind of sucked. So I gotta go all the way back and get my stuff, but for some reason there was no one there. There was no no piglins defending my loot or whatever, stealing it. So I mean, I can't complain, but yeah, there was just no problem, so that was decent. Then I decided to head back. Once I got back, I turned all my bone blocks into bone meal and my gold blocks into just normal gold, and I decided to expand the farm out. That was my main plan for going to the Nether in the first place. I got very sidetracked, but yeah, I started to pretty much spend a lot of time just expanding the farm out, just slowly growing it with bone meal. And yeah, I then placed around some lanterns. I thought it looked pretty nice. I got these from the Bastion, and I didn't have a whole lot, but I kind of wanted to just place them around here. And I was also setting up plans for the farm, but that would have to wait until the next day. Day 15, I set up the second farm and started placing the potatoes. I also wanted to have like a little path going through. So I kind of had to just set that up kind of weirdly. There weren't going to be a connected farm, but it's whatever. I think it looks pretty good. It definitely could look better. It could be more optimized. Could be like an automatic farm with villagers and stuff. But I didn't need that for it right now. I was happy with just a normal farm. I then went back to the Nether because I wanted to get more bone meal for my farm. So I did that, and I also stumbled upon a Nether fortress. I kind of went in, sorta. I mainly just got the glowstone around it. But I want to just wait a little bit. I didn't want to fight the blazes there just because I just wasn't ready. I was on hard mode, and I only had iron armor, and these things are going to do a ton of damage to me. So fortunately, I did wait later, so that was a good decision, but I would just, once I got everything I needed, I would just head back. And then pretty much for the rest of the day, 15 and 16, I was just, like, farming, just repeating stuff. Yeah, just farming over and over, and up. It was nothing fancy. I just kept farming and using bone meal and stuff like that. So yeah, I just pretty much want to quickly skip over day 16 because there wasn't really anything interesting, but that was all I did. From day 17 to 18, I continued just making farms, and that was about it. There's not really a whole lot going on, but by day 19, I think the farms were looking pretty good. I then decided to make a little pathway. I wanted to have a sugarcane farm. This is pretty late. I mean, already on day 19, I haven't made it, but I would end up making it. I pretty much just put it in different rows. This took pretty much the whole day to finish, but yeah, eventually I did finish it. I would later expand it, but that was that was for later, and I also just continued making the pathway, and that was pretty much it for day 19. Day 20, I wanted to make a little area for like smelting stuff, basically mainly glass, but also other stuff, depends on what it is. But I needed a little more wood, so I went back to the Nether to do that, and I finished off this little fenced-in area where I put all my furnaces. I used this quite a bit throughout the playthrough, so it was decent to make. And then I also filled in my sugarcane farm with sugarcane. I didn't do it previously, but now it's done. Day 21, I wanted a path from where my farm was to where my sugarcane was now, so I decided to get some more glowstone because I needed it. I was kind of out, so I had to go back to the Nether to do that. And I connected between the farms and the sugarcane. I think this looks really good. I'm sure it could, I'm sure there's a better way to do it. I'm not a professional at this, but whatever. And I decided to just fill it in. I spent the rest of the day filling in the little gap with farmland. I spent most of day 22 extending out my sugarcane farm, so that was pretty much about it. And I also just did a little more farming, added an extra area, so that was about it for day 22. On day 23, I used my spare sugarcane and turned it into paper, and then I decided to turn all my villagers into cartographers. So basically, these guys, you can sell them glass, and they give you a ton of emeralds. It's the best way to make emeralds. I think I could be wrong, but it's just a pretty good strategy. And I did that, and then I also just finished off the farm. The complete row was done. I got it all done in one day. So it was a pretty successful day worth of stuff. And I also smelted some more glass and started selling it. Day 24, I harvested my sugarcane that I had that was slowly growing, and I sold it to my cartographers. I wanted to level them up. I got some more cartographers. I got some more tables, and I also got some more coal. This was going to be used in the furnaces, and I'd get some sand to make glass and just kind of repeat the process of selling glass and making emeralds. Day 25, I wanted to breed more villagers. I just wanted to have more just in general so I could, sell more, make more money out of it. So that was the plan for that. I was selling some of my glass, and it was mainly just kind of like random miscellaneous chores the whole day. But yeah, that was about it. Day 26, I was just doing some more farming stuff and sold some glass. That was about it. Day 27, I made some lecterns. I made 3 of them, and this is going to be used so I can get villagers that will sell me, like, mending books and just stuff along the lines of that. So I got 2 of those. I didn't get it wasn't really the best price, 26 emeralds, which I could have got it a lot lower, which eventually I would get it lower, but this was fine for now. So that was what I had planned for the rest of day 27 and day 28. Once I got all the levels and everything I needed, I put mending on my pickaxe and started to heal my pickaxe. Day 29, I went back to the overworld, and I decided to re-roll my villagers to see if I could get any more good enchantments, and I got 2 Fortune 2 books, or I got Fortune 2, and I got 2 of them, so I could combine them to make Fortune 3, and I put it on my pickaxe. I then got a really good deal for Sharpness 5. It was only 25 emeralds, so I bought it. I put it on my diamond sword that I got from the Bastion or whatever, and I decided to put my netherite ingot onto my diamond pickaxe. Day 30, I got a villager that would sell me Efficiency 5. Now, Efficiency 5 just makes it faster or whatever, so I put that on my netherite pickaxe, and I started mining. Since I had Fortune 3, it was going to speed up the process. I was going to get a lot more diamonds than I usually would have. So, yeah, I just spent the rest of the day 30 mining, and I would continue to mine into day 31. Day 31, I continued to mine, and I came out of the cave with a total of 39 diamonds, which I added with the 14 I had previously to get 53 in total. So that was pretty good. I got a full set of diamond armor, as well as a diamond axe and shovel. Next, I put mending and efficiency 5 on my new diamond shovel, and then I spent the rest of the day just trying to collect as much sand as I could, and that was pretty much it. I got back at day 32, and I just started putting in my sand and coal, and then I decided to go back to a cave just so I could get some more coal. And yeah, I just collected some of my glass, and that was about it. Day 33, I got a looting 3 villager, so I bought that because I wanted to have that on my sword, so I put it on my sword. And I also found a villager that would sell me mending for 10 emeralds, and I already had a mending villager, but I still needed to have mending on my diamond gear or whatever, and this is a really good price, only 10 emeralds, so I decided to, do that and put it on all my armor. I then was smelting more of my sand to make it into glass, and then I was just farming. So that was about it for the rest of day 33. Day 34, I was selling all my glass, at least all that I could. I couldn't sell it all because they have like a limit on how much you could sell, but whatever. So I got a little over a stack, and then I decided to go to the Nether and just mend up or heal up my stuff that I had. So that was something I did. And I don't know how I haven't got it already, but I got the Return to Sender achievement. So that was something. I don't know how I haven't already gotten it, but yeah, I got it. Day 35, I continued to heal up my gear, and I came back and I sold all the glass that I couldn't previously, and I got up to almost 4 stacks. So yeah, that's pretty good. And then I decided to go sell all my gold to the piglins, or trade it, I guess. And I just put them in a hole, just because that was the easiest. And yeah, I just started trading that the whole rest of the day, and I got some decent stuff out of it. I then just killed off all the rest of the piglins, and I looted to see what I got, and I got a Soul Sand 3 enchanted book, which was pretty solid, and I got a bunch of fire-resistant potions, so that was nice as well. And then I got back to my little base area, and I put Soul Speed 3 on my boots. Day 36, I got an offer from the villager. It was 42 emeralds for Unbreaking 3. At this point, I was so desperate for Unbreaking 3 that I just got it anyways. I'm sure I could have got a far lower price. But at that point, I just don't really care. I just wanted Unbreaking 3, and, you know, it was whatever. So I got 3 books of those, and I put it on my shovel and pickaxe. So, yeah, I didn't have enough for my sword yet, so I decided to go back to the nether, and that was about it. Then for the rest of day 37, it was just me getting quartz, so that was about it. Day 38, I got almost killed by a piglin, but I got him. It's whatever. And then I started selling glass, and that was really about it. I just kind of ran around until day 39, and that's about it. Day 39, I jumped into the lava, so I had a fire-resistant potion, so it didn't matter. But yeah, I decided to finally go for netherite. I already had some from, you know, the bastion, but I wanted to get a lot more. So yeah, I actually found netherite decently quickly. I got 3 things of ancient debris right away. So that was pretty solid, and yeah, I just kind of spent at least the rest of the day just trying to get as much ancient debris as I could. Day 40, I found some more ancient debris, but I fell into lava. Thankfully, I did have a fire-resistant potion, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, if I didn't, I easily would have died. So yeah, thankfully, I did have it in my inventory, and I was good to go. I got that ancient debris, and I ended up leaving the nether with 7 ancient debris, which was pretty solid. And then I also just got some quartz to heal up my stuff, and I got to level 40. So I think that was pretty solid, and I headed back. Day 41, I crafted 2 netherite ingots that I got from the nether, and I put it on my sword and shovel. So that was about it. And I placed around torches around the place, and that was about it. Day 42, I found a villager that would sell me Fire Aspect 2 for only 12 emeralds, so I bought it. And yeah, I put it on my sword. It was 35 levels, which was kind of a lot, but it would complete my sword. And I renamed my sword to Funny Knife. I'm not really sure why, but okay, it was funny, I guess. Day 43, I decided to kill the Iron Golem because there's something I wanted to do, and I didn't want this guy to kill me while I did it. Yeah, and I started to thin the herd. There was a lot of villagers I didn't need anymore, so I thought I'd get rid of them. This was like my biggest mistake of the entire 50 days. You'll see why later, but yeah, and apparently this Iron Golem on top of the roof didn't mind it, so at least he didn't mind for now. Eventually he would care, but it took him a little bit to catch up. I then decided to go back to the Nether Fortress. Now that I was pretty much prepared, I just kind of went full in, and I killed as many blazes as I could. I ended up with, was it 19 blaze rods, so that was pretty solid. The looting 3 on my sword definitely helped, and yeah, I just got back to my base. I created my Eyes of Ender with my Ender Pearls that I got from trading, and I decided to actually head out and see if I could find the stronghold. I spent the rest of day 43 up until the morning trying to look for the stronghold. Day 44, I found out it was in the middle of the lake, so I just kind of made a little like tube thing I could go down and then easily get there without having to worry about the water. Anyways, I got down, I found the stronghold, and it was kind of hidden behind this little like wall, but I eventually did find the portal. I put all my Eyes of Ender. There were already 2, but I had plenty, so I just put them all in there. And I didn't go through. I actually was not going to go through at all these 50 days. I'm not really sure why I did this, but I did. And then eventually at the end of day 44, I came back, and that was about it. Yeah. I also wanted to mention really quick that the villagers still didn't change their prices. It was still 64 emeralds, which was like kind of normal because it's only been a day. But it would stay like this forever, and this was a huge mistake on my end. Day 45, I went back to the nether to see if I could get any more ancient debris, and I just spent literally the rest of the day just trying to get as much ancient debris as I could, and I ended up getting 8 out of it. So that was a pretty decent day worth of ancient debris finding, netherite finding. I'm not really sure. But yeah, it was a pretty good day worth of stuff. I did collect a lot of gold while I was trying to look for ancient debris or whatever. So yeah, I got a decent amount of gold, and obviously I need that to make the netherite ingots itself. So I did that, and I put it on my chest plate as well as my helmet. So that was pretty cool. I thought they looked the coolest. That's kind of why I did it. But yeah, that was that, and I decided to go back to the nether. I spent the rest of day 46 just trying to look for netherite, and I would continue that into day 47. Day 47, I continued to look for ancient debris, and I left the nether with 13 ancient debris, which was really good. That meant I was going to be able to finish my full armor as well as my axe. Day 48, I put netherite ingots on my leggings as well as boots, and I also put on my axe, and that meant I had a complete netherite, a full set of netherite armor, and yeah. I did have a lot of diamonds to spare, so I decided to make a diamond hoe, and I put it in the anvil, and I decided to name it Your Mom. Anyway, the last part of the day, I just put some more coal into the furnaces, and that was about it. Nothing really happened on day 49, but the second I tried to go to sleep, I got attacked by an iron golem. I almost died from this, too. I got down to 2.5 hearts. And yeah, for some reason, the random iron golem around just didn't attack me at all. So that was nice, but it was very weird. Day 50, I was just minding my business, and then I got attacked by the iron golem. He hit me down to 2.5 in just one hit. So fortunately, I was able to, take him out just because of how much decent stuff I had. But it was very weird. I don't know why they started to attack now. They could have easily attacked me like many days ago. But now they decided to. So I'm not really sure what's happening. But yeah, it was just very strange. Since it was the last day, I wasn't really sure what else to do, so I went back to the Bastion, and yeah, this would be my worst mistake this entire 50 days. I really underestimated the Piglin Brutes. They did so much damage, and I died. I didn't know there was another one, and I got killed so quickly. And yeah, since I put my spawn point right at the bed, all the iron golems were attacking me, and I got killed right away once again. Even though I tried to go get my stuff, I just kept dying over and over. Eventually, I did get there, and yeah, I got hit once, got down to half a heart, and I died to fall damage. This was so bad. Like, I just kept dying over and over. And it was just a downward spiral from here. I started to punch the piglins just to see if I had any hope of being able to get my stuff back, which fortunately I was able to get them. I tried to bait this other one, and I got killed. It was just an absolute mess. I went back with full iron gear just to see if I had a better chance. I got him up here, and this was my plan. I wanted to knock him off into the lava, and that failed. I died again, and it was just like, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get my stuff back. I just punched this guy to death. It didn't matter. I thought that was the final guy, and by the time I got there, it was all gone. It was all gone. The entire 50 days worth of stuff was all gone. And by that time, I knew what I had to do. I jumped into the lava, never to go back on this world again. And that is how it ends. That is how the 50 days ends. This might be a bad ending, but maybe I deserved it. But when was it my right to kill innocent pigs living in the Nether? When was it my right to kill villagers that were just annoying? This was all deserved, I feel like, and I got what I deserved. So never forget the lives we lost, and that's a wrap. 50 days. Anyways, that was the end of the 50 days. It had a pretty bad ending, but I appreciate it if you watched all the way through. And I'm not sure what my next video will be. I am never sure what my next video will be. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.